On today's video, we're going to be looking at these three. These are all grips for your Nintendo Switch that I've previously looked at on the channel. We have a premium one from Satisfye, we have a third-party one from Oivo, and we have the official one from RDS. So stick around as we do a comparison to find out which one is best for you. Hello and welcome to Console Accessories, and as we said in the introduction, we've got these three that we're going to do a comparison of. I have looked at all three of them separately in the channel, and I'll leave a description down below where you can find out all the videos so you can go through them. We're not going to do a full-blown review on each of them, we're just going to go through and compare them all on different things. So at the top here we have the Satisfye Zen grip. This is kind of like the premium version of the grips. This one is the third-party version. This is from Oivo Games. And this one is your official version. This is from RDS Industries. Okay, so we're going to go through different categories. We'll just go, and then hopefully at the end you can decide which one is for you. Okay, so most importantly, I think we're going to start with the price. I think that's the most important. Now, this Satisfye grip here, you're looking at around $30 on its own. Okay, and then these two are around about half the price of this one. So this one is quite pricey. So $30 for that. You're looking at about $17 for the Oivo Games one and around $15 for the official one, if you get them on their own. So these are pretty much a similar price. This is quite a bit more expensive. This does come with a pack as well. It comes with a beautiful case and a few other little accessories, so that takes it up to $60 in the pack. You can't buy this with a case, so you need to find a case that fits it, and this one you're looking at around $30 that it comes with a case. And as I've done in the videos, you can see all the cases on the videos that I've done before. Okay, so what we're going to do is also we're going to look at all the different sizes as well. So they're pretty much the same width. So this one is 28 centimeters wide. This one is also 28 centimeters wide, and this one is 29 centimeters wide. So this is a bit wider. If you are going to get another case, the one that isn't officially for this one, you're going to need to get a bigger one that fits it with 29 centimeters, 28 and 28. And the weight, 144 grams for this one, 123 grams for this one, and 112 grams for this one. Now I think that might be due to the material. So we'll go on kind of what I think is a little bit of like feel quality. So this one, if we do a little bit of a twist here, you can feel that it's really, really well made, okay? This is why I put this one as the premium, because it feels great. This one isn't far off, you know. This feels just as good. It's 20 grams lighter, this one, and you can certainly feel the 20 grams, but it feels solid. And then this one is the official one, so this is going out to 112 grams. So this is 30 grams less than the premium one. It really feels a bit cheap, if I'm honest. This plastic here is so thin, I'd be worried about snapping that. I don't want to snap it on camera, but can you see how thin that looks? Okay, so the kind of the build quality isn't as great on the official one, but then again, if we go on to the grips now to compare the grips, this one has rubber all the way around. It feels great. So there's like kind of this rubbery stuff here on the grip. This one has nothing. This doesn't have. This just has a textured grip, but it is hard plastic there. And Satisfye has a lovely rubber finish at the back. Nothing on the front, but at the back. And speaking of the grips as well, these two here have an asymmetrical design, which means if you look here, this bit here is wider than this bit. Similarly on the Satisfye, this bit here is wider than this bit. That's because when you've got your Switch in it, if you see the thumbsticks, this thumbstick's up here, this thumbstick's down here, so your right hand is naturally kind of pulling away from the Switch a little bit. That's where this comes in. They said it improves comfort because your hand is naturally more like that. So that's where the asymmetrical design comes from. That's like that, and that one, whereas this one is symmetrical. There's no asymmetrical design. Not a deal breaker for me. It's just, it does help a little bit with comfort. Would you know? I'm not really sure. Okay, next, ease of pulling it in and out of the dock. So when we put this one in, we said before, you've got to be careful. You've got to push the Joy-Cons in as well, because if you don't, they're likely to pop off. And when it's in, it feels nice and secure. Feels really good. Feels really nice in there. That's in part due to these rubber bits. So again, this is another thing as well. So we've got the rubber bits in there and there, all along there, all along there, and all along there, which means the switch doesn't actually touch any of the plastic apart from at the bottom there. So a really nice scratch protection. With the Oivo, I think this is the next level. If you look in there, rubber bits in there to stop it, rubber, really nice. And then when it goes in, it clips on the top there. So this is better than this for protection, because this ain't going anywhere because of this clip here. This clip also doubles up as a desktop stand, so if you are going to have a desktop stand, you won't have the clip on top of it. But if you are, nice and secure, really nice and secure. And the only bit that really touches the plastic are these two bits here. Now on this one, the only bit of protection is this rubber bit here and this rubber bit here. That's it, and that's quite flush. Not as much protection, scratch protection on the switch for either of these two. The way I put it in was at the bottom and then flick it on the top. I'm worried about it scratching at the top, and then someone pointed out you can actually put it in the top and press it in at the bottom, but you're going to potentially get your scratches at the bottom. I haven't had any scratches yet, but just to keep in mind, just in case. But that's it. There's no real protection of scratches from your switch from this one. So really, protection wise, I'd say it was the premium one, just a bit ahead of this one, and then this one. So other differences are games as well. So you could fit 3 games into this one if that's important for you and you want a grip that carries games. This one carries 3. The Oivo one carries 5 in the top there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this one doesn't carry any games at all. Another feature of them all is having it as a desktop stand. So this one, so let's pop it in. It will have a big desktop stand, although that's quite high up facing, so you need to be quite far back. There's no adjusting of that one. If we look at this one, the Oivo here, if we put that in, this clip at the top there folds back to be an adjustable desktop stand, so that's really nice. So you can have it as multiple angles or however you want. That's excellent. And the official one is a desktop stand, and it goes back a little bit. So in terms of if you want something for a desktop stand, if that's important to you, the Oivo is by far the best. I'd say this one was second place because it has a half decent angle, sat back a little bit, and this one is in third place. It still does it, it's just too far up for me. It's a good enough desktop stand, it's just not as good as these two. And while we've got this one in here, playing without the Joy-Cons as well. So we've got it in desktop mode, not a problem. The switch ain't going anywhere out of that one, so that's a really, really good feature of this bit. And then we'll put it into the Oivo, see if we can do the same. So clip that in. We're having our desktop stand. We're having our desktop stand there. The switch is just sat there. It's clamped in a little bit by these 2 clips here, but that's it. It's not as secure as this one, but with it leaning back, you're okay as long as it doesn't get knocked and you get a nice angle. And with this, if you're going to play it without the Joy-Cons, it's not very good at all, because it will sit up there. Again, it's not the great angle, and this is no way of attaching to the grip at all. So if it's important to you to have desktop stand without the Joy-Cons, your best bet is going to be this one, I'd say, or this one, because it depends on which one's more important to you. Do you like the angle and not so much protection, or do you like it really secure in there but the angle's not as good or adjustable? So the choice is yours between those two. Okay, that was a brief look at all of them and all of the differences. For me, I think most importantly, it's price, feel, and the kind of protection in the Switch. So for me, I would say you need to be putting this one to one side. I think this is okay because it has some redeeming features. I just don't think it's good enough. It doesn't protect the Switch as much, and it just feels as cheap. And I think it's between these two. I think you need to make a decision whether you want it to be the Oivo Games one or the Satisfye. This is twice as much money as this one, but you can really feel the quality in the rubber bits there. But this has the desktop stand. Which one? Let me know your thoughts. Which one would you prefer? Do you prefer the Oivo Games at $17, or do you prefer the Satisfye at $30? Is the desktop stand important to you? Do you just want it to feel comfortable? This doesn't have any rubber bits on it, remember? This one has beautiful rubber bits. Let me know. Let me know your thoughts of which ones you prefer, the official, the third party, or the Satisfye. These are only the ones I've tested. Like I said, there's loads on Amazon, all different ones that I want to test. So if you've got any recommendations of a grip, please do let me know down below, and I'll have a look at them. But I think these three are really good, but I think you'd need to be choosing between the Satisfye and the Oivo Games. Okay, links to where you can get all of them, I'll leave them below. For the latest prices, go and have a look down below of where you can pick these up. Do hit the thumbs up, it would mean a lot, and do subscribe if you're new around here. Videos every week. Any questions, let me know. I've been Console Accessories. Until the next video, bye bye.